Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart to code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Hi, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win!
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Hi, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win!
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Hi, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Win!
Kitang-kita pala yung script ko dito eh. A Monday afternoon look around the venue where our games have been for the past 3 weeks And it still is a thing of beauty as you see that shot of our venue here at Muntinlupa Sports Center. It is day 14 of our Filbasket Summer Championship 2022 here at the Muntinlupa Sports Center, presented to you by Pure Gold. And you may also catch us live on Facebook, YouTube, Kumu, TikTok, and delayed broadcast on Solar Sports. Now, our games today have three very game implicating or seeding implicating scenarios for these teams. First off, we will have the All-Star Bacolod Bingo Plus going up against ICC Blue Hawks, followed by the AFP-FSD Makati Cavaliers versus the Tanduay Rum, and lastly the KL Asil going up against AMA Online. And good afternoon, everyone. Mike Perez here, joined by Javi Pelanya. Good afternoon. Good to see you again, Javi.
Good to see you, Coach Mike. Always a pleasure working with you.
And you know, there's one more partner that we have on hand, bagong-bago, her debut today, Miss Kathy, our new courtside reporter. Kathy, how are you?
Hello, Coach Mike. Hello, Javi. Hi sa lahat na nanonood. It is my first time here. I'm actually anxious, but I'm also excited and lucky that I'm working with my batchmates, Javi and Coach Mike. And, you know, let's get to work.
All right. We're equally excited. We'll hear more from you, Kathy. I'm sure marami rin sa mga followers natin in Filbasket wanting to get to know more about, of course, Kathy and the reports that she's going to have. Okay, let's go now to the game at hand. The game at hand now, of course, we have the All-Star Bacolod Bingo Plus going up against the ICC Blue Hawks. Of course, All-Star Bacolod being 5-2 in the standings, trying to retain their top 4 seedings and gunning for their 5th win as they are right now in a 4-game winning streak. As we see our standings, Javi, talk to us through the implications of these games.
Now, it's going to be a very important game for the All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bingo Plus. They are number 3 and now at 5-2. Now, their last 4 games will be very important if they want to lock in on that twice-to-beat advantage in the top 4. ICC practically out of the contention for the quarterfinal spot. But, of course, Coach Jay Agsalud still wants their team to collect some victories as a bonus for their stint here in this tournament.
And as we said earlier, of course, itong ABB All-Star Bowlers are on a 4-game win streak, having won the last time against FSC Makati. Talk to us to what happened in that game, Javi.
It was a total team effort in that game. 51 bench points was the glaring stat in that game against the AFP-FSD Makati Cavaliers. They had 42 rebounds compared to AFP's 35 and 21 assists. Great team effort being showed by the All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bingo Plus. 4 players in double figures and 8 players with at least 6 points in that game.
Yes, and of course, Alwin Alday ended up being the best player of the game. Spectacular play from that guy. All day he's been delivering for All-Star Bacolod. But let's talk about the muscle power inside, specifically on Adrian Lau.
Yeah, Adrian Lau, former Bisbin Cup MVP, 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's averaging only 6 points per game in this tournament in 12.9 minutes. He has played 21 minutes in that game against the AFP-FSD Makati Cavaliers and really delivered well in the shaded area for Coach Alex Angeles.
Well, sabi nila, mga ninja daw is nanggagaling sa Japan, but we have one ninja that's coming all the way from Cebu. Let's talk about Joel Liu.
Joel Liu was spectacular in this game. Actually, he's been spectacular the past 2 games. His first 5 games, he only had a total of 16 points, but yung last 2 games, he has 16 points. 10 versus AFP-FSD Makati Cavaliers and 8 versus the Kuala Lumpur Asil, where he had a crucial basket to go into overtime in that game. 10 points nga, 2 rebounds and 2 assists against the Cavaliers. Only getting better here for the former FEU Tamarao.
A lot of upside on Joel Liu right now, and everybody, I'm sure, following Joel Liu, very excited to see what he has to offer. But let's turn over to the other side. Very downhill here for ICC Blue Hawks. They've lost all of their games, all of their 7 games, and very elusive that first win for ICC Blue Hawks.
Yeah, that's right. But in their last 2 games, they have been able to keep in step with their opponents. First 5 games, they were losing by an average of 22.8 points per game. But in their last 2 matches, only 12 points against the Pasig Central LCU Realtors and a 10-point loss against the Tanduay Rum Masters. But so right now, the key for the ICC Blue Hawks is to finish the job. They have been able to keep in step, give themselves a chance. But the finishing kick is very important here for ICC to get that elusive first win.
But despite all that win-loss record for Coach Jake Agsalud, you have to be happy with 4 big players that have really performed big time for ICC Blue Hawks.
That's right. Jerick Garcia, 20 points per game in this last 2 games. He's only averaging 14.7 points in this tournament, 6 rebounds per game. In the last 2 games, 7.5 rebounds and a steal per game. Ito naman si Alfred Flores. No surprises here with the Spitfire God here. He has been consistent all tournament long, only failing to score double digits in all but 2 of their games. 13 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, and 4 assists per game in their last 2 matches. Ito naman si Errol Soriano, 12 points per game and 9.5 rebounds, so only averaging 11.7 points per game and 8.4 rebounds. So he has eclipsed their average in their last 2 games.
So it's going to be very interesting how ICC turns out for this game. Hopefully, they get their first win. But before we get to that, let's turn over to Cathy now for first report. Cathy?
Hi, Coach Mike. I'm with Jeric Garcia right now. Jeric, last 2 games ninyo, kalaban ninyo 2 veteran teams na bigatin. And you were able to hold them down to less than 100 points. And dumikit kayo until the very end. Ano yung baon-baon nyo nung games na yon papunta sa game na to?
Siguro po yung baon lang po namin nung laro, yung sinasabi lang po ni Coach na effort lang sa laro. Depensa muna bago score kasi yun talaga yung number 1 na po namin eh.
Bilang sa pagsali niyo dito sa Filbasket, ano yung improvements mo as a player and as a team?
Siguro po, lang po, laruin ko lang po ng maayos, sabi ni Coach, yun lang po. Enjoy mo lang po yung laro, sabi niya.
Thank you, Jeric, and good luck for today's game. Back to you, Coach Mike and Happy.
Thank you, Cathy. Meron talaga mga players na very soft-spoken, katulad natin dalawa. Okay, so at this point, we're going to start the game. We turn over to our venue announcer, Ryan Villena, for the player introductions.
Good afternoon, live from the Muntinlupa Sports Center. This is Filbasket Summer Championship 2022, presented by Pure Gold. This is the first game of our triple header featuring the All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bingo Plus and the ICC Blue Hawks. Are you ready? Let's meet the starters of All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bingo Plus. At point guard, standing 6 foot flat from STI College, number 8, Jan Bastias. At shooting guard, 6'1" from Arellano University, number 1, Craniel Viloria. At small forward, standing 6'3" from De La Salle Bacolod, number 23, Mark De La Cruz. At power forward, 6'2" from Lyceum of the Philippines, number 6, Arben Dionson. And at center, 6'4" from St. Francis of Assisi College, number 12, Raymond Ilagan. The head coach of All-Star Bacolod Ballers is Alexander Angeles. And now the starters for ICC Blue Hawks. At point guard, 5'5" from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, number 11, Alfred Flores. At shooting guard, standing 5'10" from Iba Zambales, number 14, Roger Ondoa. At small forward, 6'1" from Sual, Pangasinan, number 28, Jeric Garcia. At power forward, standing 6'4" from San Narciso Zambales, number 24, Jay Gaspay. And at center, 6'3" from Canasiao, Pangasinan, number 19, Julian Errol Soriano. The head coach of the Blue Hawks is J.X. Salud.
All right, as we have our starting lineup, Javi, right here, Johnson, De La Cruz, Ilagan, Pastillas, and Violia for ABB, and ICC having Garcia, Gaspay, Soriano, Flores, and Ondoa.
No J.K. Casino for Coach Alex Angeles in today's game. He will be sitting out this match. Samantalang sa ICC naman, interesting forward combination here for Coach J.Ag Salud. You have Jake Gaspay, and Roger Ondoa on the wings para dito sa ICC Blue Hawks. They have never been started a game together, and it'll be interesting to see how they will fare in today's match.
Well, there's been a lot of news about Jake Gaspay. You know, this guy's been talked all over after his very first stint here. Of course, with that slamma-jamma in the very first game. This guy's got a lot of future ahead of him.
Yeah, Jake Gaspay has been blowing hot and cold after his 35-point performance against AMA Online Education. After that 35-point game, his numbers dwindled in their next 3 games. 10, 9, and then 7. And then after that, pumutok siya ulit for 24 points. And then the next game naman niya, 11 and 9. So it will be interesting to see here if his performance will continue to dwindle or puputok ba siya ulit.
Game maturity is one of the features or the factors that we look for players, especially as schools try to scout certain talents that we have here in the country. As you see that basket by Arben Johnson. And really, that's going to be one key, I guess, adjustment or progression that Jake Gaspay has to do for his career to progress.
That's right. Previous offensive possession ng ICC Blue Hawks, 3-pointer right away. That has something that they have not been able to do very well in this tournament. They are 5th in 3-point attempts, pero ang baba ng percentage nila from that area.
And right there, Garcia missing off that offensive set for the Blue Hawks. And all-star Bacolod bowlers right now in possession. Of course, Coach Alex Angeles used to be Red Lion himself, one of the really good guards that that Red Lion then had in the past. And another 3 here by Mark De La Cruz. And boy, the 3s are starting to rain here in this match so far. Both teams feeling comfortable from outside. And Gaspay trying to get it in. But nothing there, coming off empty.
But if you're Coach Jay Agsalud, you like that in Jake Gaspay, going aggressive and going for his first shot. May mga game siya that he has been not able to do that on the aggressive end for his offense. He has not been looking for his shots. But for the past few games, his offense has been there, but kulang pa rin because yung ICC Blue Hawks are still searching for their first win.
When you say kulang pa rin, what are some of, I guess, mga skill set that you feel that we need to see from Jake Gaspay?
Well, aside from looking for his shots, he has to be able to play decoy at some place of the game, to be able to set up his teammates and make the defense guess.
Right. You got to keep them guessing whether you're making a shot or taking a pass. As you see, a 3 here made by De La Cruz. That will miss again. And the score remains unchanged at 5 and 3 in favor of the Bacolod bowlers with 7:33 remaining in the first quarter.
Well, Bacolod already 2 attempts from 3-point distance at the start of our game. Not really their cup of tea.
Well, Garcia missing from point blank on that baby hook. As we thank Wilson, the official game ball of our 2022 Filbasket Summer Championships, being used in all our games. Flores also is one guy, Javi, yung point guard ng ICC, who's really, I guess, come into play para dito kay Coach Jay Agsalud.
Yeah, I love how this guy's playing. He has been able to set the table well for Coach Jake Agsalud.
And that sounds off already, and that shot will be too strong. Good offensive board for the Blue Hawks, and the basket's good.
ICC is the #2 rebounding team in our tournament. But what the problem is, they haven't been able to connect on their second chance opportunities. Kaya ang baba ng percentage nila from the field. So it's important for them to capitalize on those opportunities and put points on the board.
Yeah, tsaka sayang ang effort mo to get those offensive boards, lalo na, you know, you have a defensive rebounder as well battling for that possession. And once you get it, there's always that conversion opportunity for you.
Well, one thing that ICC also has to do in this game is take care of the leather. They are first in turnovers made in a game. 20.6 is their average. They had 19 against the Tanduayram Masters. So in this game, kailangan ma-limit nila yung turnovers nila. Make sure they still do well on the boards, but capitalize on the opportunities that are presented to them.
Right, you gotta take better care of that basketball if you want to win games. And now we have Flores. And our official prize money sponsor is brought to you by Medisure Pharmacy. Of course, that 1 million that everybody's trying to get here in the 2022 Summer Championships of Filbasket.
Flores driving aggressively into the lane. That is one thing that he has been able to do so well. He has been super aggressive and really attacking the defense.
And somehow he has that knack of getting to the maliliit na seams. Just like that, he made that basket on that short corner. And sobrang antapang, skill set, maayos, and kahit na undersized itong si Flores.
Small but terrible, ika nga, di ba, Coach Mike?
Right. And as we see the Bacolod bowlers moving the ball around, we have yet to see Alday, we have yet to see Marquis for the Bacolod bowlers. That shot will not go in. And the offensive rebound there by Bacolod bowlers. Skip pass. 8 seconds to shoot here. Taking a lot of time to get that shot off. Pastillas now, he can hit it from there. Fakes off, takes a one-legged jumper. No. And Gaspay for that rebound. At this point, we'd like to turn over to Kathy for a report. Kathy?
Thank you, Coach Mike. I was able to talk to Coach Alex Angeles and asked him kung meron ba siyang babaguhin for today's game coming from a 4-game winning streak. Sabi niya, same approach and wag i-underestimate yung kalaban since ICC has nothing to lose. They're gonna keep the same level of intensity and the game plan stays. 8 out of 15 players in the lineup right now are actually homegrown and are all praises siya sa kanyang team kasi willing naman sila magbigayan, especially sa spot nila. We are also going to miss JK Casino in today's game kasi nung last game daw niya ay medyo tinamaan yung kanyang hamstring. Assistant Coach Christian Domingo also from ICC shared, well, he just came from Cebu today. Sabi nila proud na proud daw sila sa development ng kanyang team ngayon. Dahil nga daw developing team sila at willing naman daw silang, kahit marami na silang mga errors, ay willing naman silang mag-learn. They're also weighing if they can play Ray De Mesa today, who missed 4 games due to a hamstring injury. Back to you, Coach Mike.
Excellent report there, Kathy. I love that Kathy talked about Coach Jay Agsalud being happy with the development of ICC despite their record.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it has been so good of an experience for this Blue Hawk squad to be able to play against high-level players at their age and to think that they have not had prior experience with this kind of league.
That's right, and of course experience is the best teacher, and doing that at this level of the game would really help a lot gain the confidence of players like Jake Gaspay and of course Flores as well.
But I'm sure when they return to their mother league, coach, talagang mataas na ang kumpiyansa ng mga batang to.
Right, because iba na yung kinilaro nila. Sabi nga ng mga ibang mga basketball pundits is that basketball is a game of levels. Once you get to that higher level, never go back to the lower level. Make them as learnings to bring you up and push up higher in that tier of basketball.
That's correct. Mark De La Cruz scoring a 3-point shot there. Has been very aggressive to look for his shot in this game. Not seen a lot of action for Coach Alex Angeles in this tournament.
Long two, nothing there for Garcia. And we got the Bacolod bowlers on the run, of course, trying to protect their 4-game win streak, trying to go for a 5th one. And a jumper is good. Veloria knocking it in. Alam mo ito si Veloria, plays really good backup for Alwin Alday.
Yeah, that's right. Very easy score. Sobrang simple. Kind of likens his play to Roger Pagoy.
And of course, we got another 3 attempt there by Garcia. Wow, Garcia letting his game speak. Kanina medyo mahiya in that courtside report. But, I mean, this guy can really hoop with the best of them.
6 points already in this game for Jerick Garcia.
And a little under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Still a close match at 14-11. Gaspay with that steal. Flores on the run. Nobody, no resistance at all. And Flores finishes with that drive to up the lead to 5, 16-11. As we see that once again, that rebound and that outlet all the way to his partner Flores, and Flores easily sinking that. That's an instant replay brought to us by Smart. By Smart, simple, smart ako. At magbabalik po tayo sa Filbasket 2022. finally we see Marquis and Alwin Alday joining the All-Star Bacolod bowlers as they trail by 5. A little bit of urgency, I suppose, for Coach Alex Angeles, Javi?
Yeah, Coach Alex Angeles pushing the panic button right in the first quarter with ICC already up by 5 points, putting in his veterans Alwin Alday and Marquis. Marquis had a spectacular game last match, although he did not put up the numbers that he was used to putting. Still a brilliant game, 10 points in that game.
As we saw Lee Yu force an error there. Bad pass intended for Marquis. But really, in that first 6 minutes, ICC's been shooting 50% from the field. And that bodes well para sa kanilang cause to go for the first win. And Alwin Alday, your best player. I mean, this guy's really all day.
He doesn't need a lot of daylight to hoist that three-point shot up. He will not be afraid to go for that shot.
Of course, this Alwin La Consolacion standout, used to weigh a lot, really heavy back in the day. Lee Yu going straight for that drive and hacked on the arm by Flores. He will go to the stripe for 2 free throws.
You know, Leo has been really much of a slasher his whole career. As we look at this three-pointer by Alday, Jeric Garcia sagging off a bit. And Alwin Alday confidently knocks down that three-point shot. And going back to Joel Leo, slasher his whole career. He's been really known for that and a defensive stopper. But in this tournament, he has shown flashes of brilliance with that jump shot, Coach Mike.
Yeah, I understand that you at one time got to play alongside. We see J.K. Casino not playing tonight, this afternoon rather, because of injuries. And we'd like to take this opportunity to thank Filbasket and its Obsilium bringing Filbasket to us. It is manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. And again, going back to Lee Yu, you played alongside Lee Yu. Talk to us about the progress that Lee Yu has from the last time that you played with him.
Oh, definitely so much progress in his career. He has blossomed into an offensive player ng Vismin Super Cup. Again, not really known for his offensive game, but during that stint with Vismin, he has really done great in that tournament. And ngayon, a lot of top teams are going after him, and that's the reason why he's with Bacolod right now.
Like what they say, you need 10,000 hours to work to become a master at a certain craft. And that's just what Lee Yu is trying to do, get some more hours of playing at that level of basketball para magamit niya in the future. As we see that pass right there, that corner fill, and Garcia really just going to that spot. And that assist delivery of the game is brought to you by Happy Lee. And Happy Lee is available via delivery and takeout sa grab. And Garcia hits another one for ICC as that deficit trimmed down to 1, 19-18 with under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Well, looks like Garcia has taken the mantle from Jake Gaspay of being the top offensive player for the ICC Blue Hawks. Jay Garcia with another three-pointer, back-to-back threes para dito sa former EAC General.
Well, the three-pointer really has changed a lot the game, as we would like to thank Cantigo Scoreboard, multi-port scoring solution for the scoreboard where we're using here in Filbasket. And again, three-pointers have really changed the game, Javi.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, with the evolution of the game, starting with Steph Curry really revolutionizing the outside shot as a valuable weapon in today's game.
And on cue, Jerome Gers again showing us that three arsenal from beyond the arc. And slowly but surely, the Bacolod bowlers trying to separate their way. But Garcia on the other end, this is like just a shootout, Javi.
It's a shootout definitely for both teams. They're both shooting at a very impressive clip at the start of our match.
And so far, these players, they're really being set up. Oh, beautiful pass inside, but Alwin Alday not drifting to that end line. That's a good read, though.
They ran the same play that they ran for Jerome Garcia, but that time looking for Adrian Lau in the post as we see that three-pointer, the third three-point shot nito ni Jerome Garcia. 9 points in this match, already top scoring for Bacolod in the limited time that he has on the floor.
And that just goes to show the confidence of the coaches and his teammates in setting up Garcia, or rather All-Star Bacolod here for that three for Garcia. That's right. Missed three there for Alwin Alday. As ICC now running their offensive set, middle ball screen with Bento. Nothing happening there. Shot clock winding down, 8 to shoot. Shot nothing. Bacolod All-Stars on the run again. Skip pass over to Alday. The scooper is good.
Another excellent find there by Liu, this time in transition to Alwin Alday.
And so at the end of one quarter, it's 27-21. ABB able to turn around this match in the latter part of the first quarter, as we see threes raining from both the Bacolod All-Stars as well as itong ICC Blue Hawks. And that's been the story so far. The Garcias hitting those threes. And right now it's ABB with a 6-point lead, 27-21. And we will be right back. As we see, one of the Garcia players who's been raining three in this game. I actually got confused for a while there, as there were two Garcias really hitting those threes, both for ICC and All-Star Bacolod Ballers, which the Ballers are up by 6, 27-21 to start the second quarter.
12 points already in this game for Jeric Garcia, top scoring for the ICC Blue Hawks.
Beautiful setup right there, and that skip to the corner with Alwin Alday at miss though.
That pass really going nowhere for DJ Rosal on that opportunity.
And somehow, Javi, you get to notice na kahit na nakakuha ng defensive board alone itong ICC, medyo hirap silang itakbo nung nagpalit na ng player sa loob yung Bacolod All-Stars because the defense is already down there in transition.
That's right. Excellent transition defense being showed here by Bacolod, not letting ICC get those easy opportunities on the break.
As we see right there, Lau, one of the bigger forces for Coach Alice Angeles in the lane. And of course, if you're Lau, you're playing alongside the marquee, that must be a high-value experience that you get to learn a lot from.
Oh!
And Garcia continues to rain those threes for ICC, cutting down that lead to 3, 27-24. And this might be the day that they get their first win, Javi.
This is the third three-pointer already for Jeric Garcia in this match.
And ball moving around versus that zone defense put up by the ICC Blue Hawks. A three in the corner, other end. This one, the other Garcia will miss though. And look at Marquis going for that leather. Alwin Alday. Must be some pressure as well, Javi. Kakampi mo sa loob, kasama mo sa loob ng team. And inside the court, ang isang Marquis who never stops pushing players, including his teammates.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I would say that's good pressure and that's a good problem to have if you're a teammate of Marquis. Definitely going to benefit from the wealth of experience that he has had in the landscape of Philippine basketball.
Woo! Wow, Garcia, soft-spoken as he is in that interview, he's just letting his game speak.
Loud talking by his game. Jeric Garcia, wow, already with 18 points. And we are just in the second quarter, Coach Mike.
And mamaya siguro dapat bigyan natin ng happily yan si ano. And the other Garcia threw that three in again as well. And happily is available via delivery and takeout sa grab. Might as well just have a three-point shootout between these two Garcias.
Seems to be a Garcia showdown here in our match. All-Star Bacolod Ballers boasting of the former EAC General. Meanwhile, ito namang ICC Blue Hawks have Jeric Garcia, number 28, hoisting it from straight away. Just a multitude of three-pointers being shot here by both squads.
Well, two variations of how they took the 3-1 on a standstill, the other one on the... Woo! And Garcia continues to rain. Freeze for ABB. This has got to be a treat for all of us, Javi.
Well, we were expecting, Coach Mike, definitely as ICC, you know, bottom team in our standings. Jerome Garcia here shooting it from the left corner. His fourth three of the game.
That instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako. And when I'll be coming back with this action, wow, this is really good three-point shootout. And there you have the half of the Garcia, not twins, players for this game. Both these guys just going at it from beyond the arc.
4 3-pointers to their name for these two Garcia players on both sides. 18 points for the ICC player, and Jerome Garcia on the other hand with 15 points, both top scoring for their teams. We're just in the second quarter, Coach Mike, and it's really been a high-scoring match. Of course, we expected going into this game that Bacolod, being the third-place team and ICC being at the bottom of the standings, we expected this to be cruise control for the white shirts against ICC. But somehow, ICC able to keep in step, and Gaspay able to locate Vento with that excellent no-look drop pass.
You talked about him being able to get his shots, but his passes are really excellent, especially playing himself as a decoy.
Well, he has been responding well to that call, as I said earlier.
They're keeping a closer eye now on Garcia, as we see a foul there called on number 18. That's Duarte, called with that personal. As you see that inside pass, and that assist delivery is brought to you by Happily, and it's available via delivery and takeout. Basta sa grab nyo siya o-orderin.
It's actually impressive, Coach Mike, that ICC is the #2 rebounding team in our league because they play zone most of the time. And we know that when you play zone, it's really hard for you to get those defensive rebounds because you are guarding spots on the floor, you are not fixated on a man. So you have to locate your man to box out when you are in a zone. So there has to be a lot of communication involved for you to collar those defensive rebounds and finish the defensive possession.
Yeah, tsaka pag naka-zone, Javi, di ba, normally it's an outside shot. So it's a long shot. If it's a long shot, normally it's a long rebound. So these guys maybe just scrambling for that leather, trying to get that defensive board. Really credit to the effort that they bring on the defensive end.
And if you're Coach Jay Salud, you like that energy, at least despite the losses that have been piling up for them in this tournament. You like the effort that are being shown by your team.
That's right. And that's a correction on the call there, as the foul was slapped on number 3 guy Vento for ICC, as Lipas on the free throw, making the second. 34-29 rather. The All-Star bowlers still on top. Rosal in lieu of Flores at point. A little bit slow in developing this set for ICC. Clock winding down, 5 seconds to shoot. Oh, and a block right there by Tulipas.
Excellent defense right there by Bacolod, protecting that interior, making sure that ICC doesn't get easy points inside the paint. We look at that again, the lefty.
Hoisted it up, nothing there for Garcia. Gaspay trying to save it, giving them a fresh 14. Rosal sees that gap, goes inside, feed underneath. And the action underneath, it's a traveling violation. Or a lane violation, rather. Caught stepping on the end line.
That's right.
And Liu right now doing a point for the Bacolod All-Star bowlers. Side pick and roll, Marquis, he can hit it from there, wants to join the party. Yes! We got Marquis making threes as well.
9 out of 17 from 3-point distance.
And he took it with so much calmness na parang Steph Curry and Klay Thompson like, you know. And now Garcia trying to get back that three. As we see Gaspar moving inside, nothing. Alday with a defensive board, and quickly ICC goes back on defense, back to that zone D. Liu! Ganda ng recognition ni Liu dun, knowing that he was going to be hacked and went to the act.
Well, no one really stopping the ball on that defensive opportunity para sa ICC. And Liu wanting to pick up where he left off in the past 2 games. Really looking for his shot, aggressive going to the lane, not settling for any jumpers. Right now, second opportunity at the line para dito kay Joel Liu.
As we see Garcia get to the bench. Speaking of the Garcia of ICC Blue Hawks, Jerick now is on the bench after hitting, what, 5 threes already in this match. 37-29, make that 38-29. And of course, we'd like to thank that Wilson for the official game ball of the 2022 Summer Championships here in Filbasket. Iba talaga pag naglalaro ka at maganda yung bola mo, Javi.
Siyempre,
No?
very important yan.
At saka yung Wilson, even back in our days, pag may Wilson ka, iba ka. As you see here, oh, nice pass, left-handed finish, nothing there. Tulipas is fouled underneath by Rosal.
Poor transition defense right there for ICC, even though they had 3 players back. Bacolod was able to deliver that outlet pass to Tulipas, who left it for Alday, but buti na lang he was there. He didn't give up on the play, got the offensive rebound, went up for the putback, and was hacked by Rosal.
And we would like to thank Cilium for bringing in Filbasket, and of course that's manufactured by Leone Agricole Corporation. Ito si Tulipas, you have to credit him because, you know, he ran the floor knowing na iba naman dapat ang tumakbo doon, but he was first there, even first than the other guards.
That's right. Great effort there shown by Kenneth Tulipas. And here the pressure defense already being shown by Bacolod.
And Marquis intimidating ICC on those 2 shot attempts. And that's gonna be a technical. And refs contesting that now, players contesting that now, and Marquis talking to the referee. And then a review at that time. Let's see that again. A rebound by Marquis. Oh, that's too far.
Di naman tumama.
Di naman tumama. Yeah.
But if that really hit him, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, he'd be down.
Yeah.
And he won't be able to get up. You'd rather get a pillow and a kama and matutulog. Let's see that once again. Let's see that. He swings it right. Completely misses him.
And let's see if our referees will uphold the call. And it has been upheld.
Okay. Well, I think it was the intent to swing that elbow, not really because of the hit. Excessive use of the elbow there by Marquis. Ikaw ba na naglalaro ka, Habi? Madalas mo bang ginagamit yung elbow?
Madalas akong ginagamitan.
Agala.
Masyado kasi ako makulit eh.
Para lang tigilan mo yung pagbantay sa kanila. No? Everything just to free yourself up and create some space.
Kaya maraming ice parating nakahanda sa bench namin.
Hindi para sa drinks, para sa'yo. 40-33, a 10-point spread here favoring Coach Alex Angeles and the All-Star Bacolod Ballers, as Marquis will now go to the bench in favor of Gonzalez.
All right, now Bacolod settling control here in the midpoint of our second quarter after ICC had the lead for a brief time.
Yes, your guy Joel Liu missing on that one. Tulipas getting that left-handed rebound and a quick putback.
Well, Leo was telling me before the game, pag ako daw nagko-cover, di daw siya nakakashoot ng jump shot.
Pwede mo na siyang balikan mamaya, kwentuhan mo ulit. Rosal goes for the 3. That will come up. And look at that leap right there by Gonzalez.
Oh, that guy can really go up for it.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of stoppage here on that play as we see that shot will miss and the big guys just jostling for it. And Gonzalez getting that leather. Vento. Tulipas. Vento and Tulipas gets foul each, personal each one. Ganun naman talaga sa ilalim, Javi. If you're a big guy, you really have to be ready for mga ganong action.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a high contact sport and highly physical as well. So you really have to be ready to absorb those kinds of contact, be it inadvertent or not.
And right now it will be inbounds in the backcourt of the Bacolod bowlers, as we see on the other end. ICC just waiting with that 1-2-2 zone defense of theirs. Really just switching from 2-3 to 1-2-2.
Yeah, that's right. Because they don't have the luxury of having a legitimate big man who can compete with the sizes of the other bigs ng other teams.
Yeah, it's like a wolf pack in the lane para walang penetrations masyado. They just play the percentages on the outside shot. Looping shot, nothing there for the Bacolod All-Stars. And we've got now Rosal once again. Oh, the feed inside, anticipated right there. Good steal. Joel Liu in the front court for the All-Star Bacolod bowlers. And Gonzalez. I just love the lift on this guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this guy hasn't really seen a lot of action in this tournament for Coach Alex Angeles, but he has made a good account of himself. Long previous MPBL Invitational last December. In fact, he won Player of the Game in one of those games. That was a game I covered. And the development of this kid has really been so high. He played for us in UP before. He played a year there and then left. And right now, he is making waves in this level. But buti na lang right now he's getting the opportunity to strut his wares.
And I'm sure si Coach Alex Angeles, remind siya, Gonzalez, meron tayong 1 million na prize money. Yan is brought to you by Medisure Pharmacy. So make sure you make your free throws. And Flores back in the game for ICC. Flores and Garcia, that patented duo for Coach J. Agsalud. Pass, top of the key. Nothing there for Soriano. Oh, beautiful backdoor cut. And Garcia trying to go Michael Jordan, shifting from right hand to left, but he was fouled.
Oh, that's one thing ICC has to try to do. Really try to go into the lane, penetrate the teeth of the defense, and try to fish for those fouls para man-negate yung height advantage ng Bacolod inside the paint.
Tsaka nagpapahirap, Javi, sa mga players just like Garcia is that kung hindi ako makashoot sa 3, may dribble penetration. Ang hirap i-cover nun, no?
That's right.
And you see that made a free throw right there for Garcia, almost like a layup for him. 43-32. ICC still very much in this game. They just trying to slowly chip away. And this guy, Flores, really has got a knack for deflections and steals.
He has been a pest on the basketball all tournament long. I really like the energy that he brings to his squad.
One thing he's got to work, though, is to limit his turnovers, because in the last game, he was able to get 4 assists, 4 steals, but he's got 8 turnovers, which totally negates those contributions from him.
That's too much for one player, 8 turnovers.
Right. It's for a team already, right? Cabreros was fouled on that way to the hoop, but that shot will be called on the floor. And we got a timeout called. 43-32. Bacolod All-Star still up. We'll be right back. Action resumes with that guy Garcia leading the points production for ICC with 15 points at the moment, 20 points rather. The other Garcia on the Bacolod team with 15 on his end. A 3 on the corner. Nothing there. And it's the bowlers on the run. Go ahead, Hav.
Percentage has dwindled from 3-point country para dito sa ICC Blue Hawks.
And Flores goes down on the floor trying to go for that possession. But that will turn over in favor of the Bacolod All-Stars.
The defense has been holding here for the white shirts, preventing a lot of the attacks itong ICC Blue Hawks.
Maloles for three! Beautiful jump pass set up there by Gonzalez.
Mark Maloles, one of the bench players for Coach Alex Angeles, who hasn't seen a lot of burn here dito sa ating torneo, but making a good account of himself in his first action dito sa ating laro.
So Garcia finally misses from 3. And Jeric Garcia, of course, interviewed earlier by Cathy. And as we see that attempt right there from 3 from Maloles, sinking it and putting it through the net. A little bit of slowdown in the action with, I guess, both teams really playing more zone. Maloles, another 3-0. And Jeric Garcia for that rebound. Finds his partner Flores. The trio of Flores, Garcia, and Gaspay really promising for ICC.
They definitely have a bright future ahead of them, Coach Mike. Bata pa ng mga players na to, but they have, sky is the limit for them.
Maloles again on the difficult finish right through traffic. Taking off with the off foot, going inside, splitting that defense, leaning in. And that move of the game is brought to you by Pure Gold. Tama ba, Tikboy?
Mark Maloles from the University of the East, trying to make up for lost time here. Already 4 points in our game.
Well, a lot of players are trying to revive their careers here in Filbasket, and that's primarily one of the objectives of Filbasket, to really get that opportunity for these players who might need a second chance, or for the new ones coming up. A shot, nothing. And shots just not falling here for ICC. Trying to kick it out in a bind. Davide. Will that shot count?
No, I believe that was offensive foul called.
Oh, okay.
On Davide. He just really forced the issue on that play. He had someone waiting on the right corner but failed to kick it out, instead trying to go for that shot inside the paint.
Tama, Davide had nowhere to go, so we'll be right back. Under 2 minutes remain in this match between All-Star Bacolod and the ICC Blue Hawks, with the Blue Hawks trailing by 16 big points in the second quarter. Gaspay, and he's going to be fouled. ICC actually averaged losing margin with roughly about 22 points. Now they're at 18. Should be a cause of concern if you're Coach J.Ag Salud.
Yeah, they usually keep in step during the first quarter, but the second quarter has been very crucial for them because that's usually when teams pull away. But tingnan natin, because in their last 2 games, it has been 12 points and 10 points against the Tanduay Masters and the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. So let's see if they have a fight that they will give during our second half.
And of course, reminding everyone again that Happily is available via delivery and takeout sa Grab, lalo na if you're watching from home. Happily with Filbasket basketball is actually a good combination. Just get them via Grab. And Bautista called for that personal.
Nomer Gonzalez very aggressive in this game. he has been very eager to see the floor for Coach Alex Angeles because he knows that he has so much to contribute. It's just that there have been so much rotation players ahead of him like Marquis and Raymond Ilagan inside the paint. But he is thankful right now that he is getting that opportunity to strut his wares.
And right now, that press is on for Bacolod. And Flores trying to feed it inside. Gaspay now, driving middle, sees that gap, lets that go to the right hand. Floater is good. Not an easy shot, Javi.
Impressive finish right there. Driving left, but finishing with your opposite hand.
And the zone stays here for ICC, the Blue Hawks. Good steal. ICC on the run. Flores will try and finish that one. Good drive there by Flores.
You see how he got high up there, Coach Mike. Flores, despite having Jeric Garcia back, decided to go up for the shot himself. An acrobatic finish.
Parang may booster sa sapat. Another steal right there. I told you about these steals from Flores, but he's got to prevent causing those turnovers.
That's right, but he has been very effective playing that top on that 1-2-2 zone. As you look at that finish, wow, over Pastillas.
Grabe yung ginawa na yun. Itong si Flores. That long three, nothing. Ball deflected. Ball will stay with Bacolod All-Stars. Kick out. Ball swung. Maloles. Beautiful pass inside. Left-handed hook. Too strong. And just nothing coming out of there on those attempts for the Bacolod All-Stars. But finally, point blank, still no good. And Gonzalez finishes that slew of attempts.
4 opportunities right there for ICC to grab that basketball, but failing to do so. And Bacolod capitalizing on those second servings, finishing our first half with a 15-point advantage.
Could it end it on a defensive stand, and could it convert, make that any attempts right there on the other end for ICC? And right now they're trailing 15, 52-37. We'll be right back with the third and the fourth quarter.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and Chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Gigapower. Simple, smart a code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
All-Star Bacolod ball while passing Santa Lucia Builders part of the first period. And Santa Lucia looks to come back, and that is one way to do it. This move of the game here, speaking of Costello, it is brought to you by Pure Gold. Costello there with the off the glass floater.
All-Star Bacolod bowlers still leading ICC despite that really good start in the first quarter for ICC. And Garcia, of course, Jeric Garcia raining threes until the other Garcia came in for the Bacolod All-Stars, raining is one as well. It's been a Jerome and Jeric battle in the three-point region in this match between ICC and All-Star Bacolod, Javi.
Yeah, Jeric Garcia, 20 points in the first half, but really was limited in that second quarter by the All-Star Bacolod bowlers. Plus, defense in that period. They really stepped it up on the defensive end, prevented a lot of the easy attacks as we see the numbers at the half. 50% from three-point country para dito sa All-Star Bacolod ballers. 5 out of 15 para dito sa ICC. All 5 of those coming from Jeric Garcia. And look at the free throw disparity. 10 out of 16 na para sa All-Star Bacolod. And for ICC, only 4 out of 5 despite them having a better percentage, but just more attempts and more makes for Bacolod. And the rebounds, 30 to 17. They are minus 13, the ICC Blue Hawks, and they are the #2 rebounding team, so they're not doing a good job on the boards in this game. Really big problem why they are down by 15 at this point of our match.
Looks like the trio of Tolipas, Lau, and Marquis really controlling that board. As you see the leading scorers here, Javi.
Both Garcia's leading the pack for both teams. 15 for Jerome and 20 for Jeric. Samantalang Mark de la Cruz with 7, and Alfred Flores with 6 para dito sa ICC Blue Hawks.
And like what he told you earlier, it's been a shootout. And that shootout would have to happen again for Jeric Garcia of the Blue Hawks if they want to come back. Gaspay inside. He's got to find his finish, Javi. Yan yung sinasabi mo palagi, no? As you see that shot, it finally trickles in for Ondoa.
Ondoa started this game but hasn't made an impact yet so far. But right now, getting the first basket of the second half. Let's see if this will light a fire from underneath the Blue Shirts team in this game.
That zone continues for ICC. Empty on that last attempt, though. Flores now with the leather, trying to set it up, asking for that side pick and roll. Ondoa, I'll die on him. They just couldn't penetrate that defense of the All-Star Bacolod team. And there's a trip called.
Well, not really a lot of activity dun sa offensive play na yun ng ICC. It's just been passing, but not really much penetration to be able to draw the defense and expose the seams.
And napaka-importante pa naman ng penetrating pass na yun that gets past that defense, Javi.
And not only is the three-point shot the zone buster, but also important to be able to penetrate the lane, attack the defense, and kick it out as Alwin Alday knocks down a three-point shot, already the 11th three-pointer of the game for Bacolod.
Well, you sag on Alwin, he's gonna take that all day on you.
Kahit nga di nakasag eh.
Minsan kahit may bantay, no? Remember that one game where he had 4 threes yata in the first quarter? Lahat hand in his face. Grabe to si Alwin.
He has all the confidence in the world.
That's right. And you get that out of muscle memory as we see that shot by Gaspay. Straight and nothing. Coming off empty again on that possession for ICC.
5 out of 16 already from three-point country. ICC not doing a good job anymore from distance.
That's that beautiful feed inside na miss lang ni Alwin yung pasa na yon. Gaspay inside, really having difficulty finishing in defense.
Well, if you're going up against a Marquis who will really be physical with you on that low block, it's really going to be pretty hard for you to finish inside.
And of course, the All-Star Bacolod ballers shooting for their 5th straight win, currently on a 4-game win streak. Last time against the FSD Makati team, and Alwin Alday caught reaching in the cookie jar.
Well, Flores going a little bit too fancy with that pass. Buti lang tinawagan ng foul itong si Alwin Alday. 3-on-2 break. They really had the numbers on that opportunity. Buti na lang possession will stay with the ICC Blue Hawks.
There's really 2 point guards for ICC. You have Rosal and Flores, both contrasting in their style of play.
Yeah, whenever Flores is on the floor, you can expect ICC to push the pace, really be aggressive, getting those transition opportunities. But with Rosal, it's really been more of a slow down setup type of offense.
Well, that's one skill set he's got to do. And we would like to thank Antigua Scoreboard, Multi-Sports Scoring Solutions for this beautiful scoreboard that we're using here in Filbasket.
And you know, Marquis is a really physical player. He will really bang you inside. He will make sure you have a hard time operating inside the shaded area. But this guy is really a nice guy. Kita mo kanina, tinayo niya si Jake Gaspay.
Yep. Cerebral din as we see that floater inside as we turn over to Kathy. He's got some news for us. Kathy?
Thank you, Coach Mike. Hindi pwedeng sumama ang 5 sa isa. Yan ang paalala ni Coach Jay Agsalud sa kanyang mga players. Ika nga niya, malalaki, veterano ang kalaban, pero andito na tayo. He said he was also glad that they were able to make an impact when the All-Star Bacolod team decided to put in their key players when they were leading in the first quarter. He ended his huddle by saying, effort, bigay natin ang 110%. Hanggat kaya gawin ngayon, gagawin natin. Back to you, Coach Mike and Javi.
Good messaging there. Thank you, Kathy. Good messaging from Coach Jay Agsalud. Giga nga niya, sabi niya, andito na tayo kahit veterano pa yung kalaban natin. Let's fight and compete.
Yeah, that's right. You can offer no excuses when you're already on the floor. Ooh, excellent sidestep to evade the defense there by Duarte. A rare finish on transition para dito sa ICC Blue Hawks. But they still stare at the 14-point advantage.
Oh! Cranial Veloria's turn for a 3, Javi.
Well, Cranial didn't have a 3-point shot in the first half, but right now deciding to join the party para dito sa All-Star Bacolod Ballers.
Look at the age difference between these two guys, Marquis and Flores. Alfred sinking that 3 over Marquis.
11 points now in the game para kay Flores.
And Marquis very much competing still at this level, influencing the young guys. As we say here, the shot, nothing for ACC. Jerick Garcia will drive, and it's a good finish. Lucky bounce for Jerick.
First score for Garcia came at the midway point of our third quarter, so you can see the defense really getting to him, but that time able to make a basket.
Right now, more like a box-and-one here for Alvin Alday. But Marquis, just keep on going with that box-and-one, and let me take my 3. Second 3 of the game for Marquis.
And wow, already 12 out of 24 from distance itong Bacolod.
Oh, that's the effort that you see. Look at him. He just made the 3, blocked the shot, and then he teaches his players.
You know, at 40 years old, you could see that he really is giving the effort as we see this play by Jerick Garcia.
Tsaka yung effort na binibigay ni Marquis. As you see, another 3 that time by Alfred Flores. Staying on Marquis, he really is a huge influence para dito sa mga batang players. Not just for the Bacolod ballers, but to the opponents as well.
Exactly.
And that move of the game earlier, it was presented to you by Pure Gold as Joel Liu goes in. Look at Marquis going for that rebound. Tipped it out. Cranial fakes, goes middle, and that's going to be a bump called on Alfred Flores.
Yeah, you know, you could expect Marquis already at this very advanced age. Malamang baka mag-trickle down na lang yung effort niya on the defensive end. But no, he still gives 110% on both ends of the floor.
As you see, Cranial Vinoria sink another 3 off that pass from Marquis. How many assists does Marquis have right now? He's got, what, 2 assists to his name. Flores feeds it inside. And Soriano coming off empty on that possession.
And ICC has been trying to penetrate the shaded area. Soriano right there being denied. The defense of Bacolod, especially on that interior, keeping the Blue Hawks at bay, especially also with their 3-point shooting.
And Viloria lets go another 3. This one, he will miss. 2 out of 3 on his last 3 attempts from beyond the arc. Rosal now. Out to Soriano, straight on 3 against Yi. That will be empty. Still nothing. That possession will remain with ICC, and there's a foul. 2 free throws will be awarded.
Well, Jerick Garcia able to get an offensive rebound, cleaning up his mess right there. But there was no Marquis in the vicinity, kaya siguro Jerick Garcia had an easy time going for that rebound.
Yeah. Because Marquis tried to close out on that 3-point attempt by Soriano. But truth be told, if you're ICC and you want to go inside, make sure that you know that you have to go through Marquis.
Yeah. That's now a 13-point spread that the Blue Hawks are staring at. Very manageable, especially at this point. 3 minutes still to go in our third quarter and a full period ahead of us. So they'll have to play better defense, protect those outside shots.
Long three is good for De La Cruz.
And just as I say, protect the shade, the three-point shot, De La Cruz sinks another three-pointer. 15th three-pointer para dito sa Bacolod.
And what makes it difficult, Javi, is kailangan mo mag-long closeout. You're shifting that defense from left to right, no? As we see that drive by what a shot by Jerry Garcia. We've seen everything now.
Well, this guy continues to get better in this match. 26 points para dito kay Jerry Garcia.
And meantime, Cranial Veloria trying to claim that baseline. Oh, misdirection there, but ball backfired on Bacolod team. And inside on Doa will miss. And rebound controlled by the white shirts. Cranial for another three in the corner. That's nothing. So far, 50% on his last 4 attempts. And Jerick takes it back. He will miss. Threes missing back and forth here between these two teams. De La Cruz, one who hit the last 3 earlier. Lee, you kick it out. De La Cruz, still nothing. And Markey just inside the paint waiting for that ball to get to him. And the patience of Markey, kita mo, kahit na hindi siya kasama doon sa shot selection in any of the sets, he's still there playing his game. Moving inside, closer for Jerick.
Oh, Garcia getting away with a traveling violation right there. Instead, able to go for a foul. See their impressive finish. Look at that. Despite the defense of Marquis and Raymond Ilagan already being sandwiched right there between two very physical defenders, still able to get it up and in.
Yeah, and we would like to thank Smart for bringing us that instant replay. And that, of course, is from Smart. Simple. Smart ako. Rosal, pull-up jumper from elbow. Nope. Rebound right there, caroomed by the Bacolod All-Stars. Liu, out now. Jerome pops a three. Good miss. Look at Marquis really just going at it. Sobrang sipag talaga ni Marquis. Offensive board and all.
And yung bilis ng second jump niya, andun pa rin,
diba?
no?
Grabe. Not all 40s can do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Still able to compete with those young legs.
Right. Now, out to Jerome. Jerome decides to go drive inside. Difficult. Scoop and layup, and Alvin Alday just given that praise for that layup attempt by Garcia. Jerick tries to take it back. Nothing.
Jerome Garcia raining threes in the first half this time, trying to mix it up, going inside for that impressive reverse finish, but he tries for another three here.
With the big guys of All-Star Bacolod controlling, as we see that scoop, difficult scoop shot right there. A lot, body English, ano?
Yung point A to point B direction niya, ang layo ng inabutan niya.
Correct. As on Doa, let's go, a jumper. Still coming off empty. And those perimeter jumpers, if you're Coach Jay Absolute, you really hope would go in because those are free shots.
Exactly. And when you are able to drain those perimeter shots and outside shots, it opens the lane for your guards and your forwards to drive inside, get those baskets inside. Again, it's about the variety of the offense para sa ICC. But right now, it has been very predictable for the Bacolod defense.
And so if you don't have the luxury having of sinking those perimeter jumpers, you now transfer that luxury to your opponent because they can just easily sag and wait for that shot to clank the rim and get that defensive board.
And with a big lead like this, it really is very challenging for the Blue Hawks. Definitely an uphill climb for them as Maloles pads the lead further to 19 points.
And the three-pointers trying to, starting to play more contributions here for both teams. A total of almost 54 shots have been taken from beyond the arc, Javi.
Yeah, and Bacolod only has 8 makes from inside the arc. Imagine that, but they have already 16 galing sa three-point area.
And as we try to beat the third quarter buzzer, It's still the Bacolod All-Stars cruise control right now, 74-55. As we see that this move here, that corner three from Alwin Alday, just magnificent basketball all the way for Bacolod All-Stars, and the ICC Blue Hawks gotta make those perimeter shots and be able to control transition defense. Jeric Garcia, well, made that really good layup shot, but he's got to go back to the first quarter. Jeric Garcia, if they want to stay in this game and get their first win. We'll be right back, 74-55, All-Star Bacolod with the lead. Fourth quarter about to start, and it's still the All-Star Bacolod Ballers with the lead at 74-55. Mike Perez, Javi Palanya, together with Cathy Abayon here, our courtside reporter covering this match for you. And this guy so far has been magnificent, and that pass will miss the offensive board. Kick out three, and that's good for Jerome Garcia. You're ending up smiling, Javi.
I mean, he is just waxing hot really in this game. 20 points already for Jay Garcia.
And it's been a Garcia battle so far, as the first 5 points really coming from the two Garcias on opposite teams. And so because of the performance of the two Garcias today, we're calling on all players surnamed Garcia. There are tryouts all over the country. We need 3-pointers. You guys go in any school you want.
Maybe this is the day of the Garcias, Coach Mike. April 11, 2022.
Right. Let's declare this as the National Garcia Day.
So if you're a Garcia, if you are a Garcia and you're playing in a league and you have a game today, you could expect that you would have a great game.
That rim's gonna be like a huge Laguna de Bay Lake. Garcia, oh, what a block by the other Garcia. Two Garcias down on the floor. And Jerome just looking at Jeric, and both guys knew what the other was doing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you see the trend of the whole game, you would say that Jeric would really go up for that 3-point shot.
Well, we saw a 3 on the other end. This time we see a block by Garcia on Garcia. And both of them falling on the floor. And just credit to the ability of these two Garcias from beyond the 3.
Well, Jeric trying to put ICC on his back. Meanwhile, Jerome able to share the wealth with his other teammates.
And Rosal, one of the rare perimeter jumpers for Rosal. Bit undersized, Rosal, a little bit on the heavy side, but he's really good at getting to those spots. Lau underneath, left hand finish. And defensive board here for Garcia. Garcia trying to survey the field, De La Cruz on him. De La Cruz also hit a 3 earlier. Gives it up to Rosal. Oh, what a pass there by Rosal. It's like an end one pass right there. Clock winding down. They got 5 to shoot. Rosal lets it go. And ball ends on the other side and intercepted here by Bautista. Bautista out Rosal quickly to Jeric. Jeric stops against De La Cruz. Feed inside, ball stolen by the other Garcia. It's 2 versus 2 right here. Maloles with a beautiful finish against Ondoa.
Great ball fake there to get the defense off guard, and Mark Maloles finishing on the break.
And players of the day really learning how to finish with either the left foot, the right foot, just getting it out there and able to make those difficult finishes.
That's right. Before, that wasn't really very highly accepted. You would always go for the conventional 1-2 step. When you finish with the left, you also jump with your right. But right now, players able to finish with opposite legs and opposite hands.
And we got another very tall person who's going to give us something. Kathy?
Thanks, Coach Mike. Effort. That's what Coach Jay was asking from his team. He also said na kung tatamad-tamad sila, walang mangyayari. Hindi ganun maglaro ng basketball. He emphasized that All-Star Bacolod was also slowing down, yet they couldn't get their stops and asked them to play better defense. Ika nga niya, may isang quarter pa tayo. Again, effort. Back to you, Coach Mike and Javi.
Yep, and Coach Jay Agsalud always saying the right things, but you gotta convert and see that on the floor.
Exactly. You know, actions speak louder than words, Coach Mike. If it doesn't translate onto the court, it means nothing.
And you gotta do it, not just know it. And meantime, we got another steal here for All-Star Bacolod. Oh! Right through contact from the blind side at all. And Maloles able to go through contact and finish. He gets past Flores, goes up, and that blindsided contact there. And that strong finish, instant replay of the game is brought to you by Smart Simples, Martaco. Mark Maloles twice already has shown us the footwork.
He has been pushing the ball in transition the past couple of possessions and finishing both plays. However, he has not been able to capitalize on his free throws. But despite that, he is the third leading scorer now para sa kanyang koponan. Already has 12. Sorry, make that the second leading scorer behind Jerome Garcia.
And it's imperative if you want to be a premier scorer, Javi, that you really have to make your free throws.
Of course, you know, it's very important for you to get those easy shots. Walang bantay, the clock is stopped.
I mean, imagine if Michael Jordan didn't do really well on the field.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, that's going to be a different story altogether. And our prize money worth $1 million is going to be given to us, Javi. No, it's brought to us by a Medisure Pharmacy. As we see Commissioner Jai Reyes, of course, always the word to describe him is hardworking, always here, always present, overseeing this league.
Oh yeah, definitely very hands-on has been Commissioner Jai Reyes, and really thankful to him for this opportunity para dito sa mga players natin to strut their wares here at this level.
And grassroots basketball and second chance for those who already have played at different levels is the focus of Filbasket. Beautiful kick out right there. The three, it's good. Gerard Cabrero's able to sink that one off that beautiful nifty, but they gotta have more of that if they want to come back.
That's only the second three-pointer of the second half para dito sa ICC.
Backdoor there, bad pass, and ICC having a little bit of energy here. But you gotta do it real quick. Remember that game last night from Muntinlupa, that was a 26 or 23-0 run as well, if I recall that correctly. Similar to what they did in Kuala Lumpur. And it really just goes to show you, as we see this replay of that kick-out three to Cabreros coming from Flores. It only goes to show you that you really just can't turn on and off your game. And we'll talk about that when we come back. 81-66, Bacolod All-Star still up. 2 shots here given Cedric Duarte, as we'd like to take this opportunity for the Bacolod All-Stars wanting a shout out for Jenky Colonia and Andre and AJ. And we also would like to thank Cantigo Scoreboard Multi-Sport Scoring Solution sa napakagandang scoreboard na meron tayong ginagamit dito sa Filbasket. Mike Perez, Javi Palanya together with Cathy Abayon in this match. A win by the All-Star Bacolod Bowlers will push their streak to 5 and secure them at least in the top 4 a little bit longer, depending on the outcome of their remaining games, while the ICC already out of it, but they're really just seeking for their first win.
That's right, but you know, Bacolod really has to win their last 4 games, as we said at the top of our coverage, to lock in on that twice-to-beat advantage. Only ahead of them is Tanduay and Nueva Ecija, but they still have a slight chance na mahulog sila dun sa top 4, so it's very important for them to win their last 4 games, and this one looks to be in the bag for them.
Well, it looks like on a 12-team around. Ooh, beautiful layup shot right there, left-hand finish for Kenneth Tolipas. Quickly, he got that shot off before that buzzer would sound. And Cabreros, let's go 3. Oh, straight and through.
Oh, let me correct myself, Coach Mike. This may not be in the bag yet for the Bacolod Bowlers, as ICC still has something to say. Cabreros with a 3-pointer from the left flank.
That's Deeds down now to 12. They got to put it back to single digit. Pastillas, nothing. And now it's a chance for the ICC Blue Hawks to make this a single digit deficit. Cabreros, he hit one from there. Let's go, another 3. Oh! 8 3-pointer. 2 quick threes from Cabreros, and the guys all pumped up. And Coach Jake Agsalud immediately off his seat. Cabreros letting go that 3 and cuts down that lead to 12, making this other one with a jab step to go and making this a single-digit deficit, 83-74. This is what you want to see from the Blue Hawks, and we'll be right back. And just when we thought that ICC was ready to go, we've got Gerard Cabreros going 3 out of 5 and 2 out of 2 on his last 2 attempts for 10 points so far and cutting this deficit to 9.
And all those 10 points were scored here in the 4th quarter. Important contribution here as ICC looks to take this game away from Bacolod. And you see Coach Alex Angeles once again putting in his veterans.
He wants to make sure that there'll be no upset tonight. And Lau immediately stopping that 6-point run by ICC. You got to look for Cabreros now. Go ahead, Javi.
Yeah, and of course, if you're Coach Alex Angeles, you want to make sure.
Oh! 3 straight threes here, Javi, for ICC. 8-point deficit.
Little by little, they are chopping at this lead.
But they got to play defense on the other end, though. Flores now on Liu. Liu, the pass inside to Lau, and 1. That's got to hurt if you're Coach J.
Impressive performance at the point guard spot here for Joel Liu. That is already his 10th assist. Look at that drive to the lane, leaving it for Adrian Lau, the former Pilipinas Vismin Cups MVP.
And that move of the game is presented to you by Pure Gold. And you have to credit Joel Liu. As soon as he saw that corner guy clear, that's when he started dribble penetrating middle, attracting that defense and just dumping it off for
That's
Lau.
Right. Great read there by the former FEU Tamarao. And he has been so much in control in this game compared to his last few matches where he has been a little bit over-aggressive.
Now, you can't be too dependent on the three here. If you're ICC, you got to find the opportunity. A three here by Cabreros. That one just nowhere to go. And Marquis gets that rebound, and there's a foul on that rebound play with Marquis. Gaspay called down that personal.
The missed opportunity on the defensive stop there para sa ICC, and failing to make a basket on the other end. Clock now dwindling, and their chances of winning this game getting very slim.
As Veloria goes for that. Oh, Veloria with that finish of a fader. And sabi ni Tikboy, ang happily raw is available via delivery and takeout sa Grab. Umorder na kayo. Happily. As we see that move once again, that spin by Veloria, beautifully done. And it's been a Veloria show in the past 2 minutes. ABB still with the lead, back in control, 90-77. We'll be right back. Gerald Cabrero slapped with a warning there for faking a foul. And as soon as that run by ICC came in, Coach Alex Angeles just brought back the troops.
Yeah, they made sure they rested the lead once again in their favor.
And look at the defense there put up against the Flores. Everybody just outside the Rainbow Country. You know what their intention is. They want to make threes right now.
Yeah, that's right. And they're protecting that outside shot. You're correct, Coach Mike. And preventing any drives to the basket. The pressure really high up there, a few feet away from the three-point area. But a foul there was called. And Cabreros is at our charity stripe. Still very manageable here for ICC. However, you have to make those free throws. Those are freebies for a reason.
You've said that a lot of times here in this coverage, Javi, and really the value of making those free throws, especially in crucial matches. Here, inbound at the backcourt here, and Joel Liu easily gets that leather in the front court. Filbasket is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. And good defense there by Flores. Able to stop Joel Liu. One of the very few times you've seen him commit that error.
I believe that's his first turnover of this game.
Little pin down there, Jerry Garcia, and that sinks another play for ICC. Refusing to go away.
Important basket right there for the Blue Hawks. Right now they have to string together a number of stops. They're down by single digits right now. 3-possession ball game.
Oh, what a steal right there by Cabreros. Marquis didn't see that coming. Flores stops, hopes, floats. It rolls in for 2. 5-point swing here for ICC. Approaching the 2-minute mark. 7-point deficit.
Oh, this is the closest that they have been, especially at this moment of the match. Usually, an opponent is already up by double digits.
And that last 2 minutes brought to you by Smart. Simple Smart ako. Beautiful block there by Jake Gaspay. Cabreros out to Garcia. Jeric and 3 moves in closer against Alday. Too much dribbling on that end. And luckily that possession stays with the ICC.
Impressive defense right there by Alday, preventing the three-point shot. And when Garcia drove to the lane, he was right there with him. But the amazing block there by Jake Gaspay, preventing a basket by Alwin Alday.
That leap, though, of Jake Gaspay to just stop that layup attempt by Alwin Alday. 11 seconds here for ICC Blue Hawks to come up with something, an opportunity for them to cut down further this lead. Possibly to 4 if they make a 3. They're down 7. Let's go.
Imperative that they make a basket here.
2 shooters on the floor now, Cabreros and Jerry Garcia, but it's Flores who comes up with a crucial basket. Now it's a 2-possession game, Javi.
21 points in this game for Alfred Flores. Important defensive possession right here for ICC.
Can't be complacent here if you're all-star Bacolod ballers. Marquis puts up a 3, straight and through!
And he had no doubt in his mind that he was going to sink that three-pointer. A very crucial basket. Alvin Alday setting the table right there, drawing the defense despite the mismatch. And Marquis, seeing that Jeric Garcia sagged off a bit of him and drained that basket.
Right, and twice, Javi, we've seen that play when they concentrated and left Marquis, and that time they had to pay. We'll be right back. Three-pointers for this game para dito kay Marquis. 2 of them when the defense of ICC was focusing on someone else, and Marquis just says, go ahead.
Well, with the slew of gunners that Bacolod has always on the floor, you don't really put much attention to Marquis when it comes to hoisting it from that three-point area, but he definitely is very capable of making that shot.
A difficult layup there, attempt for Jeric Garcia. Now an 8-point spread with under a minute left. Things looking a little bit bleak for ICC.
And Bacolod will play the clock here.
And Alvin Alday looks at the clock. It says 8 seconds to shoot. Alvin all day working against Vento. Alvin showing all the moves. Alvin with a shot. And it's good! Woo!
Very patient attack right there, breaking his man down with dribble. But Cabreros able to finish. They'll have to foul here.
Yeah, they got a foul. They got to give up a foul. Alvin Alday. Well, ICC trying to go for that steal, but used up too much clock there.
Bacolod played the clock very well on that previous possession. You see here, Alvin Alday, mismatch on Vento. Difficult finish still, as there were 2 defenders flanked on him on that possession. But that floater has always been deadly for the former La Consolacion standout.
He gave him the smorgasbord of moves, and Alvin Alday finishes 95-87. We'll be right back. Just a lot of weapons here, and one of the last ones that we've seen from the Bacolod All-Stars is this guy, Alvin Alday.
Oh, he hasn't tried to make a lot of damage in this game. Only 10 points. He's averaging 15 in this tournament. But Jerome Garcia and Mark Maloles able to pick up the slack in this game.
And talagang si Alvin Alday, despite the minutes, the very limited minutes he's seen in this match compared to his previous games, talagang nandun pa rin yung impact niya on the outcome.
And Joel Leo now at the line, trying to seal this game for Bacolod. 8-point lead here. Chance to get it up to 10.
And you were telling me from a few days back, Javi, that shooting form of Joey Liu wasn't really that way when you first played with him.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a lot more different, but he adjusted. And right now, able to shoot at a high percentage. He hasn't missed from the line in this game. Has been very steady at that point guard spot for Coach Alex Angeles.
And this lead's been pretty steady for the Bacolod All-Stars. And once again, we go to a timeout. We'll be right back. Well, Jerick Garcia started out really strong, making those threes. Javi, so far he's got what? 31 points.
31 points, easily his best scoring output of this tournament. Gallant stand here shown by ICC, but the veteran presence that All-Star Bacolod ballers Bingo Plus has in their lineup has been proved to be the changing point here in this game.
An interesting set here for for Coach Jake Salud. Interesting play right there, and the ICC able to get a basket. You see that once again, a curl from up top. That fake and that shot by Jerick Garcia, as we see Alfred Flores out of this match for on personal fouls. And looks like the All-Star Bacolod ballers will get their 5th win streak.
Very important win here for Coach Alex Angeles. Again, we cannot reiterate enough the importance of their last 4 matches if they want to lock in on that twice-to-beat incentive. Being in the top 4, they are number 3 right now.
And of course, very close, Javi, to the top 2 teams of Nueva Ecija and Tanduay Rum Masters, who will see action on the next game. And that's pretty difficult company. You have their top teams in the top 4.
And you don't want to really be thrown out of that pack, because a lot of pressure is still on them, because a lot of the teams in the middle of the pack still have a chance to go for that twice-to-beat advantage. And you don't want to be at the disadvantage in the quarterfinals, having to beat a team twice to advance to the semis. Always a luxury to have that kind of incentive.
That's right. And teams think that the luxury really of getting to the top 4 is you getting the twice-to-beat advantage. But on the other hand, there's a second benefit to that, because you don't get to meet the strong teams head-on on that playoff spot.
Well, imagine if the playoffs were to start right now and having to beat Tanduay, Nueva Ecija, Bacolod, and San Juan twice in a row to advance to the semifinals.
That's right. And so the magic loss number to avoid if you want to get into that advancing 8 teams is at least 5 losses. All right, so there you have it. 5th straight win for the Bacolod All-Stars, and ICC continues to find that first win.
Well, gallant stand here for the ICC Blue Hawks. They were in the game until the very end, but the finishing kick just really not right there for them, and Bacolod showing the veteran presence that they have, the experience. Coach Alex Angeles injecting his key players back into the game when ICC threatened with a run, and finishing the job for them, getting their 5th straight win and staying at the number 3 spot dito sa ating torneo.
And so the Bacolod All-Stars would like to dedicate this game to Jenky Colonia, Andre, and AJ. And this really just, I guess, cements that spot all the more on the top 4 teams para dito sa Bacolod All-Stars. But it really also depends on how the other games would be played by the other teams. But the important thing is you want to avoid getting into that situation where you've got 5 losses and it's looking really very bleak for you to get at least into the advancing 8 teams. And so 99-89, initially what happened to be a 3-point shootout between the Garcias. The Bacolod All-Star starters started coming in and taking control of this match. Marquis, Alwin Alday, together with Jerome Garcia, just taking over. And in the meantime, we got our best player of the match, Kathy. Take it away.
Thank you, Coach Mike. We are with our Pure Gold Best Player of the Game, Jerome Garcia. Congratulations, Jerome. So, Jerome, tatanong ko lang, 8 players out of the 15 are locals. Nag-start si Coach kasamang mga local players. Parang naging maganda yung bonding niyo sa Bacolod.
Yun, nakatulong yung maagang practice namin dun sa Bacolod kasi nagkakilala yung bawat isa, kung anong strength and weaknesses ng isa. Yun, sobrang nakatulong sa amin yung bonding dun sa Bacolod nung maaga kami nag-practice.
3 games na lang no for this round, and you are looking to get the twice to beat advantage coming into the next round. Ano yung improvement na makikita namin sa inyo?
Siguro mas focus pa kami ngayon sa depensa namin kasi gusto namin makuha yung twice to beat advantage na yun. So andito na kami. So itutuloy-tuloy na namin. Yun yung i-workout pa namin sa mga darating namin practices.
Congratulations, Jerome. Meron kang gustong batiin?
Yun nga pala, unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord sa panalo na to, Lord. And pinapasalamatan ko rin yung mga Bacolod Dons na palaging sumusuporta kay Boss Albi Benitez, Javi Benitez, Congressman Greg Gasataya, Congressman Stephen Paduano, Atty. Cesar Distrito, Bingo Pass, Pop Boss, Bakit Boys, Team Asenso, Jelay, Nodge, Raps, Narinyans, Marivic Dominguez, Ronnie Arinas, Erjo Jonatas, and syempre yung family ko na nanonood dyan sa bahay namin, yung girlfriend ko, si Pia, yung anak ko, si Kuya Gavin, and si Baby Gray, yung parents ko, nanay ko, tatay ko, yung mga kaibigan ko, si yung nanay pala ng girlfriend ko, si Nanay Henny, saka yung kapatid niya si Angelo Tan ng Marlica Esports. Sa mga hindi ko mabate, pasensya na kayo, medyo marami. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerome. Gagalingan ni Jerome next game para mabati kayong lahat. Back to you, Coach Mike and Javi.
Tingin ko yun nga ang gagawin niya, Javi. Kathy. But one thing that I wanna ask Kathy and Direk siguro, naka-booster seats ba? Nakatayo siya na si Kathy? Kasi natanggal ng players natin, pero halos magkasinlaki lang sila. You know? But impressive on that match is Jerome Garcia. Congratulations, Jerome. And of course, congratulations to the All-Star Bacolod Ballers. And up next, another match that would play implications on the seeding. We've got the Tanduay Ram Masters go up against the AFP Cavaliers. Mike Perez, Javi Palanya, together with Kathy, bid you goodbye. And please stick around for this next match. We'll be right back.